It's a
Sarah.
sweet ass. It's a sweet shirt.
Now I
Love
fucking
it.
love Penta.
I don't know who that is.
He's the new Rey Mysterio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he was been on. He was like the lucha. He did the lucha libre for a while, and now he's finally on WWE. I think he did AEW for a bit,
Yeah,
um,
yeah. He
and
came
then
over
now
from AEW and had the biggest fucking
he,
debut on Netflix.
he's great. He's like what really made me fall in love with him was I saw a video of there's this old man being wheeled in for a meet and greet, and the old man was having issues like putting like the feet rests up,
Oh, right.
and Penta like went over there and was like, oh, and like put the feet rests up for the old man and was like very gentle with him and helped him out of the chair, and I was like, he's so sweet. And also, no one knows who he is, like underneath the mask, like he has never been revealed.
Yeah, he's
Well,
legit. He's never been unmasked.
it's
So like
pro-
people literally do not know who he. And I'm like, I have a thing for that. Slipknot when I was 13. I have a thing for masked people. Ghost, even though they got unmasked.
They
Sleep
got
Token.
hey, Sleep Token's still masked. No one knows who they are.
I don't know
That's not
Ghost
true.
or
They got
Slip Token.
doxxed.
No shit.
Yep. Apparently they
Who's Sleep
got
Token? I gotta look
they
this
got
up.
found out.
Damn.
Nobody knows who's the DJ that wears the big light up Mickey Mouse helmet.
Dead Mouse unmasked himself.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
hasn't worn a mask in a while.
Oh, sorry. I haven't paid attention to him for a while. So,
I know he dated Kat Von D for a bit too.
did he really? Good for him.
Yep.
You know, she
Yeah, before
seems.
she married the guy from church or churches, right?
Prayers.
Oh yeah, prayers.
Let's
Well,
say
at least
guy
that's what
from
they call
guy from
him.
churches. I thought churches was all female.
I don't fucking know, bro.
I just know his name is Prayers. I've never heard
I like his
anything
music.
he's
Don't
done.
know his music either. I will say though, Kat Von D seems like somebody who probably is difficult to date.
I mean, to be fair, who isn't difficult to date?
That's like
Fair.
everybody these days, Bill.
I know, dude. I've been out the game. I'm gonna be. This October it'll be 13 years we were married. We dated for 5 years before that. So
And I'm
I've
going
been,
strongly single on 4 years next month.
so much.
And I'm dressed as a clown for a reason.
Watch
It's mostly for the shirt, but you know.
watch Homeboy on your shirt be like one of the Hardy brothers or something.
No, dude, he's like straight up
No,
lucha
he's
libre.
Mexican.
Oh,
He's
he's
fucking
Mexican.
awesome. He can do some crazy shit. Like he's actually having to hold himself back because lucha libre is so fast paced and they do so much crazy shit that he's actually like messed up a few things because he's having to literally hold himself back and like the timing's all off.
The botch where he
Um,
launched Finn Balor in the air.
well, he not just that. This is another reason why I love him. He's fought women in Lucha Libre too, and it was fucking epic, and they were fucking each other up. It was beautiful. I think it Ezo Sky, someone like that.
Oh, I
One
fucking
of
love
the
Io Sky.
EOS, yeah, and yeah. So like he's done quite a bit of stuff, but he's very much like Rey Mysterio. And I think they call Rey Mysterio like Mighty Mouse. Like, but they can do some wild shit that it just seems like impossible, but they're smaller, so they can do different stuff than like the giant men. Even though everyone is very athletic, and it's incredible what they can do. Like people like to, and I understand it, like dissing on WWE and like, oh my god, but it's just like, do you have any idea what these people are doing
Yeah, no, it's
with
feats of stunts and strength. It's fucking awesome.
their body sizes, and then not just that, for how long they're going, and it's just like, well, they've been laying on the ground for so long, and it's just like you would have been gassed
Mhm.
within 45 seconds of what they're doing, and they're going for 20-25 minutes. Like, yeah,
Especially when they bounce off the ropes. Apparently, that shit actually fucking hurts.
it bruises you, it rips your skin, like all this shit. It Like, I was one of those people where I was like, ugh. And then Iron Claw got me looking into it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much more than I ever thought it was.
Yeah, no, and then you listen to the stories from the Undertaker's podcast of the old days on the road, and oh my god, it's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, oh dude. It's great. And like I love the A&E bios of the different wrestlers. Most of them make me fucking cry. Like I will be fucking bawling my eyes out by the end. And I'm like, what the fuck? But it's fucking intense. And I'm a
Yeah.
30-year-old fan. I wasn't a fan before, but now I am, and I'm like,
I was about to say, it sounds like it's something like WWE is something I need to like watch with my kids, but one of them is so just off the wall crazy to begin with. I don't need him trying to replicate that shit.
yes, and they've toned it down. Like when we were growing up, it was like the Attitude Era, and they had like the women coming out in lingerie and like
Oh, yeah.
stripping down in the ring. They've very much gotten away from
When I
that.
was a kid,
I can
there was the fucking Edge and Lita sex show.
I can
Oh gosh.
I can directly correlate what I'm into by WWE because Lita first got famous, if I recall correctly, it's been fucking 25 years or so. She always come out with the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, she was with
Yeah.
what, Matt? Is that his name? Matt?
Yeah, she was with Matt.
Yeah. But she would come out, big booty Latina with the whale tail G string coming out.
And then she'd drop it down on the announcer's desk.
So now, like, I'm into Latinas and G strings. So,
It was white.
she looked Latina. Or she's just tanned very well, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Because I watched like the rivalry between him and Edge and her, and it was just like she looked pretty fucking white with red hair. But whatever you say, my man, whatever you remember.
Did they start her as a brunette?
I was also 11, so I don't know.
She looked pretty white from when I saw it. I remember like a reddish.
Yeah, she's white.
Reddish.
Okay, yeah, she's white, but
it was like a big old thing where like she was on a talk show and then Matt called in and started talking shit to her, like when the whole Edge thing happened, and I was like, oh, this was real for him. Like he's not even playing anymore. It was like you straight up cheated on me, you fucking bitch, and I'm gonna make it everyone's problem.
She was hot though.
It's fucking violent soap opera.
Oh, yeah.
Is what it is, and I'm so into it. Oh, I did watch this video earlier today, and it was Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog, yeah.
Talking and it was Conan O'Brien. He was on Conan O'Brien's show, and Conan O'Brien was like, "Do you watch like reality shows or?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I am so into WrestleMania." He was like,
"Oh yes,
wait for it.
I am into WrestleMania."
Like yeah, he says it all slow and
he's just all
like,
oh fuck.
It's such a physical drama. He was like, but I feel like it's something that like would have happened in the Roman days, and I was like, he's so fucking totally right.
Yeah, no, they're fucking gladiators.
I mean, they're not actually fighting to the death, but I'm sure there was shit that happened in the Roman times where things were scripted, and it's just like you're gonna win, you're gonna lose, there might have actually been like murder involved.
Well, sometimes like the gladiators wouldn't kill each other. A lot of the times,
they wouldn't actually like.
So it was like it's very similar, and I was like, "Fucking yeah, dude, you fucking get it."
Especially when they whip out a trash can or a chair. That's like real Roman gladiator shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking entertaining as shit, and I can only imagine what it feels like to be there. So I'm glad.
We gotta go to a live event, Charlie. That's something we gotta put on 2026.
We might have to like set up a new show, like a segment where the two of you just talk the week in WWE.
We got to do a street gonzo where we actually go. That would be awesome.
Oh.
I got cameras.
if we can get in with like press,
passes.
right? Or just make fake ones.
I wonder how hard it is to get a press pass for WWE. I bet it's probably I bet it's pretty hard now.
You don't even need that. You know what we need, Charlie? We need fucking yellow vests that say film crew.
And a ladder.
No, a lanyard.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure we can make this go to fucking Kinko's or whatever it's called.
Oh no, we
Okay.
can buy film
Okay.
crew vests, bro.
We might have to try this at some point where we get
Lantern.
like Jake, you're in charge of creating the fake documents and lanyards. Charlie,
So I'm the
you
only
have-
one
you have
actually
to
committing
get-
fraud.
You have to get us vests, and I'll get like a ladder and equipment. Because if you're coming in with a lanyard and a vest, and if you have a ladder and a camera, they're gonna be like, "Okay, yeah, you're good. We know you're
No,
good."
no, we know what we need. I would wear my Diddy belt, like my work belt, and just carry a roll of cable. Like just cable.
Yeah, like a
But then we would have to talk to people, and they'd be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
like a roll of like 100-foot XLR cable or something.
Or even just a stinger.
Yeah, we can do this. I think, honestly, we might be able to sell this if we get a certain person involved who does this all the time.
I know one of them really, really likes WWE too.
So, yeah, we might have to do that. I'd be down. I mean, like, what's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to throw us out?
Yes.
If they arrest us, like, what's it going to be? Like,
Trespassing?
Fraud.
misdemeanor trespassing? I don't think they really get you on fraud. Like, we didn't,
Fraud.
fraud? Because we didn't
Yeah,
actually,
fraudulent documents.
but we didn't create any fraudulent legal documents. We just made a press pass. That's not a legal document. It'd be trespassing, right?
I'm not gonna put it against them to make up some dumb bullshit.
As long as I get to get yelled at by Triple H, okay?
Yeah, you get out of here right now. And if,
You're banned from live shows. Yes, sir.
Did y'all just see what Elijah said?
What?
I don't think my live.
I don't think we can repeat that on air.
I don't think my live.
That's what I said. I was like, I'm not gonna do that, but
Good for you, Elijah.
it's not bad how I do.
Okay, so my live chat on screen isn't updating, but all right.
Learn.
What did he say? Yeah, I don't know what the repercussions of that are, but to help Elijah, who, by the way, Elijah, shout out to you, dope. Me and him have been trying to work. He wants to help us do like clips and stuff for social media, but because of like how hard it is to log into fucking anything now, like it's been a pain in the dick. But dude, Elijah, I don't have it worked out yet. We're getting there. Appreciate all the work you're doing to help us out. So, because he tries to get onto our YouTube account to make clips for social media and stuff, but there's like 2-factor verification, and then like half the time I'm busy and don't get it, it times out, or it just doesn't work. I don't know, it's fucking weird. But all right, now okay, finally the chat is working. I had to refresh it, but
So Charlie, do you think it's Cody Rhodes is going to keep the title, or heel John Cena is going to go on with the title?
To be fair, I really do not know, because it's just kind of like, how can they not give it to Cena? But it's just kind of like, how many times do they give the belt to a heel?
Yeah.
So it's like, I really don't fucking know what they're going to do. Or will someone come in and steal it from both of them?
I think it's going to be Randy Orton.
The fucking Python? That would be wild.
what
Out of fucking
Okay.
nowhere.
I'm
Just
so
RKO's both of them.
I'm so out of the know in this, but what if halfway through the match you hear the glass break and And here comes Stone Cold in his knee braces with 2 beers in his
Austin
hand.
is in Vegas right now.
Yeah.
He comes in, slams
And he
the 2
said
beers.
he's never gonna come back, but it's just like
To keep John Cena from getting the belt, he would do anything.
So we don't. That's why I'm like, I don't fucking know what's gonna happen.
And then right before Steve Austin gets the 3 count, whatever music comes on. And
dude, if it happens, I'm gonna
fucking Undertaker's
here
music
comes
just goes.
Mick Foley.
Dong.
Mick Foley runs out with a fucking baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire, and
He's in Vegas too.
Mick Foley said
Foley
he
probably
would
lives
not
in
come
Vegas.
back unless he lost X amount of weight, and he's already lost X amount of weight.
He's on that Ozempic bod, huh?
Probably, but I mean, he was
He's a
needed
heavier guy. He was a heavier guy
But
for the whole time.
it was right after I didn't go to Midland to do the meet and greet with him. The fucking weather was atrocious, so I was like, I'll fucking live. Right after, a couple of weeks after he was here in Midland, he got into a gnarly car accident.
Oh.
Like, real fucking bad. So he might just be there. I mean, who knows? He might get on the microphone. I don't know if he's
That'd be awesome if he does commentary.
He
he'd
might
be a
not do
great
anything
commentator.
physical. But like that's why I'm like I truly do not know what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a spectacle.
I will say, if any of those old school guys that could probably do an actual, like, really good podcast would probably be Mick Foley. He's got the personality for it. He's got several personalities for it, actually. So,
it's very different because like they're in character and that's a ring thing. Like he's from anything I've ever seen, he's mostly himself. Like a lot of these guys are
himself.
Like I'm not the character right now. Like I am Mick Foley. And I've even seen like Undertaker talking about him and I believe The Rock and Undertaker Mark was like, I love them forever, but they're wrong about a lot of things. Like talking, like they come out politically, so it's like it's become like a political thing too. So it's just like,
well, that pretty much ruins everything. So
yes, exactly. But it's great that Undertaker's like, I love them forever, but I think that they're wrong in their opinions.
Yeah, like him and Batista having the.
Oh, that's who it was. It wasn't The Rock. It was Batista.
Yeah,
it was Mick Foley and Batista. He was like, I love them. They're wrong, but I love them.
Is Batista a political guy? I really don't. Attention to, okay.
Very.
Yeah.
I guess they're both pretty liberal, and then like him and Kane, I believe, are more on the conservative side.
They had Trump on a like 3-way podcast with them.
Huh.
Yeah, and like Kane is actually in politics. He is a mayor of his city.
I was gonna say,
might be small.
I knew he
Kane
ran
2028.
He ran for some sort of political office. I didn't know it was mayor. Or I thought he maybe was running for governor or something at one point. But
as far as I know, right now it was mayor.
Hey, that's
he's mayor of Knox County, Tennessee.
It's not. I don't know if mayor is like really left or right. Because I know, like, my brother-in-law's dad was the mayor of our small town, and a lot of the shit he was dealing with was, like, people calling him for, like, noise complaints and shit like that. And he's like, what the fuck do you want me to do about this?
Yeah.
And then during the polar vortex in one of the other small towns next to my hometown, the mayor straight up went online and was like, deal with your own shit. You're an adult. Learn how to survive. It's not my problem.
Right.
He wasn't mayor for much longer after
I was gonna say, is he still mayor?
KCS says that Kane is mayor of Knox County in Tennessee. I know Knox County. That's right.
Okay, so I said Knoxville, and I was like, I don't think that's right.
But I think Knoxville is in Knox County, right? I don't know.
I barely know the counties in my own state. Granted, it's a big ass motherfucking place, but
You have like 800 counties in your state, though. Given.
it's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, we have Iowa has 99 counties in it, so
Jeez, I think New Mexico has like 12.
there'd be
Where I'm at, they're all like perfectly nice and square, and then you get like farther to like the heartland, and they become all fucked up. And it's just like I'm not dealing with this. I'm not doing that. I did meet a guy in a bar, an older man, who would not leave me the fuck alone. Who was like, I know every area code in the Texas state, and I was like,
Good for you.
that's a weird fucking thing. And he was like, what's your number? And I was like, well, it starts with 325. And he was like, oh, so you're from this area. And I was like, oh my gosh, he actually knows. I have to get back to my friends. And then he bought me a drink.
Wait to like waste your time on a useless talent like that. Okay.
He was like one of those persistent guys I couldn't get away from. And I can't be a fucking bitch to people. I fucking can't.
Oh, I'm the same way.
I fucking can't.
I'm the same way. I get drawn into conversations that I have no desire to be in, solely because I just can't be like, sorry, man, I don't have time for this. I'm like, yeah. I'm like fucking Walton Goggins in that White Lotus clip when Sam Rockwell's going all crazy. Just like, oh, yep.
That's what I'm not watching, but I only know Righteous Gemstones.
I fucking love Walton Goggins.
I know, we've talked
about
this.
No, I've known him since
probably like Justified or something.
Way before then. The Crow 3 Salvation. Which is like from 03.
Didn't know they even
he's
made
one
that.
He's one of the dirty cops in that show. So like I've seen him. He was in House of a Thousand Corpses. He was like
that one, yeah.
Deputy sheriff or something like that. And he had, oh my gosh, his murder scene was like one of the most epic things I've ever seen in cinema. Which is like Otis just has like the gun pointed at his forehead and it goes like silence for seconds. And it's just panning out and it's just silence, silence, silence. You know it's coming. Like he's going to shoot him at any time. Silence, silence, silence. Then finally he fucking shoots him and he falls down. It was just like, fuck you, Rob Zombie. That was a great fucking scene.
What?
Like
what
he uses a patient.
House of a Thousand
Corpses. And
yeah,
so
no,
like
I became like
sorry.
I was gonna say I got to know him from Vice Principals and I fucking loved him in that.
Mm-hmm. So he's had a lot of small roles in different movies throughout the times before he finally started getting bigger roles. Like he was in Justified and then Sons of Anarchy and then finally Westworld. Like I'm sure there's things before
was he in
that.
Westworld?
Not Westworld.
Let's look
what is the other one where he's the no-nos guy?
Oh, Fallout.
Fallout.
Goggins kind of made it before Fallout. I feel.
I think Vice Principals was his big breakout.
Probably like he was in Hateful Eight.
Okay, so that probably is what got him Vice Principals.
It looks like probably Sons of Anarchy or Justified was kind of what elevated him. You know, he's also in Django.
I know he was in Justified before Sons of Anarchy, I believe.
Yeah, because I know he was a series regular in Sons of Anarchy.
It almost crosses over. So
towards the end, though,
he was
playing a tranny.
He was in Justified from 2010 to 2015, and he was in Sons of Anarchy from 2012 to 2014. So he was doing them both at the same time.
Damn.
Okay.
Respect.
But he's a fucking amazing actor, and he just has one of those faces where it's like you can't not pay attention.
Because he's just so expressive in his acting. Too.
Probably the first role I remember him in is Predators, the Predator movie with Adrian Brody.
Dude, that movie's
plays
so
the rapist guy.
good.
He's like, man, if I was back home, I'd do a big hit of crack and then be like, what? It's 5 o'clock. Bitch raping time.
And one of the
Wait,
guys
that's
was like,
Walton
"Don't
Goggins?
Yeah, it's Long Gone.
yes,
And
What
he,
the
like,
fuck?
I just
yes," and then
remember,
he sacrifices
the
himself
biggest thing I
and
remember is
gets his
like,
fucking
yeah,
spine ripped
he
out.
jumps on top of like the predator's back and is like stabbing him, and all he says the whole time for probably a solid like 30 seconds is like, "Take this faggot, take this faggot." He just keeps saying faggot over and over again while he's stabbing the damn
See, yeah, because I
predator.
remember that scene, but I didn't know that was fucking Walton
Yeah.
Goggins.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like he's been in so
Goggins.
much shit that like we just have not noticed that was fucking him. He's
Mhm.
been in so much shit.
He's the
And,
most famous that guy to blow up. Holy
He
shit.
might be the most
yes,
famous fat
yes,
guy.
exactly. It's like now we finally fucking know his name. Like he's getting his fucking flowers.
Hey,
Finally.
and
Because he's been so fucking great and
and
fantastic.
I'm on the train. If your goggles ain't goggins, they don't belong on your noggins. All right.
Uncle Baby Billy Baby, Uncle Baby
Uncle
Billy.
Billy, come on now.
So,
Listen,
Bill,
Uncle Billy,
Yeah.
you finished White
have you
Lotus?
started watching that, Charlie?
Yes, I binged
Is
it
he
the other
not?
weekend.
That is such an amazing role because he's so insane.
I love how he's literally supposed to be like a 73-year-old man.
Yeah,
Or,
he's got the
yeah, he's supposed
white
to be like
hair, he's got the
73
big white hair.
in the new season. And it's just like I do not see that at all, which makes it even more funny
And he's got
that
like his little
knowing he's supposed to be that age.
the little like redheaded white trash girlfriend.
Oh my god, she's hilarious.
I like Tiffany, I love that they made him like devoted to her. Like he's still an ass,
Oh,
but
he's
he's
total
like
piece of shit, but he's like
at the same time he's like, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Like
who wants
I
to
left
who wants to
because
suck an
of
old
you.
man's
And
dick? You got to give him those like massive fucking veneers, you know, and the white hair. God, it's so great.
I actually don't know if he has veneers for that. I think that he might just have white
He
hair.
might, because I will say in White Lotus, his teeth
I
are
think that
massive
might
and
be
white.
his
So, Bill, speaking of White Lotus, what's your opinion on Chompers?
Chompers. What's that?
Walton Goggins' wife in that?
Oh, I wouldn't call her
I actually
chompers.
feel
I would
really
just
bad,
call
'cause I
her
do think-
English.
Yeah, she's English.
That's very English.
Personally, as somebody who doesn't have the greatest teeth in the world, I mean, I don't have full blown English teeth like she does. I do feel kind of bad about the amount of attention her teeth are getting from that. You know?
But I feel like she's getting a lot of love for it too.
Oh
like
yeah,
she's
she's
even
definitely.
been
It's probably equal. You know. Actually, she's probably getting more love because I would tell if I ever met her in person, I'm not gonna go and comment on any of her posts about her teeth. You know, but I ever met her.
It's hard not to because they're literally sticking out of her fucking face. So it's just like it's the first thing I notice about you.
She's got like shit British teeth. That is
like if you're kissing her, you're gonna feel those teeth.
No, you're kissing teeth.
Hey, I'm down for it. She's hot though. Even with those teeth, I still think she's hot. So
yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are getting out of like. But I'm like, she's English, like that cut like that's all you need to say. Oh, she's English. Like, oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. But I mean, it does have to suck to be like in this probably the biggest role she's had so far in her career, and the only thing people can talk about is her fucking English teeth. You know, it's probably gonna weigh on somebody.
Bro, if you can eat an apple through a fucking chain link fence, what the fuck do you expect?
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, though. Now, at this point, can she go like get them fixed?
No.
It's like the Dirty Dancing girl
With her
of like
nose?
getting
She
a
would've
nose
got
job.
that nose
Like,
job,
no,
or she never worked
you
again.
literally can't, or people will reject you. Or like Ashley Simpson with getting a nose job, people fucking rejected her after she got her nose job, and it's just like no, like there's it does go to a certain point, like you can't, and even like sometimes like weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes celebrities feel that like.
Well, I can't I don't know off the top of my head. I can't think of an actor or actress that had. Well, I can, but they got them fixed. But I mean, there has to be, and I can't think of any right now, like people with some sort of like, in quotes, like flaw or defect that like it became their trademark. I guess you had who's the chick from Sex in the City she used to have a huge ass fucking wart on her face before she did Sex in the City. The horse face one.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker. Used to have this massive fucking wart on her face. She had it removed, and then she did Sex in the City, so I guess that worked out for her. So that's not a great example, but
William said Matt Best did that.
Look, Matt was in 2 things, and that was before Teethgate.
All right. Well, we got a lot of.
You notice he's barely on the internet now.
Yeah, he's out. He's just out living in the woods, being weird and banging
It's the bad teeth job that he probably paid $75,000 for. And he looks like fucking Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace with the chiclets.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Like, you shouldn't have fucking touched your teeth. There's nothing wrong with your teeth. Now you look like a fucking goofball.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Well, it's also the fact that he, like, can't seem to stay committed to anybody, which is a bad look, but...
Honestly, who wants to stay with those teeth?
I know. Can you imagine those things rubbing on your clit? Jesus.
Like, just coming, like that, coming towards you?
You just wake up in the middle of the night and you just see teeth.
You just see them glowing, you're like, oh, God.
Beaver in the house. We got beaver in the house.
Let me get my Dremel tool, honey.
All right, so we didn't have an official question this week.
Yeah, the thing that you asked actually made me a little bit scared when I saw it, and I was like, oh, shit.
Literally 5 minutes after I posted that, I was like, oh, good God, this is probably not going to go south. But to be honest, I've been super busy at work this week and totally forgot to even think of a question. So I was like, okay, let's just ask a question. So we'll see how this goes. No promises to the audience. There's going to be some that I probably won't even read out loud. So,
Okay.
Boom Raider, I'm looking at you. All right, first one. What's your biggest turnoff? Okay, that's a fair one.
Women and men.
Women and men? Okay.
For me, I think it's undeserved trust issues.
Yeah, that's a big one. I was going to say, for me, I don't want to say, I'm trying to figure out a good way to word this to make sense, but like, because I know everybody has things that they're self-conscious about, but people that are just overly self-conscious about everything.
Yeah, especially when they're like really attractive and like have a decent personality. And you're just like, come on, like you have nothing to be worried about.
Yeah, like,
there's no competition.
I guess it's almost a self-consciousness based on like, I guess maybe like social media or what other people are going to think about everything. Like, I won't do this because, like, what if, like, so-and-so could say this? And it's like, who gives a shit? Like, who cares? That's probably my biggest turnoff is, like...
People caring about the opinions of others outside of the relationship.
Being overly concerned about the opinions of people that don't matter.
I get that. Yeah, no, that's kind of where I'm coming from, too, with, like, the undeserved self-consciousness.
Mm-hmm. Charlie's just turned off by... having a penis or a vagina.
Charlie's just ready to watch the world burn.
I just hate all of you, just know that.
Well,
I have love for you, but I also fucking hate you. I love and hate you at the same time.
Fair enough.
You're all awful and amazing at once.
The first part of what you said is literally what I tell myself in the mirror every morning.
I know, right?
I love you and hate you at the same time. Next one. What's your favorite way to spend a weekend?
I think from my Instagram story, it's obvious.
Ballooning.
Tried it.
I would say probably with the fam and the, like on the land I grew up on where there's fucking no one. I can do whatever I want. We're gonna fucking make poppers and steaks, and it's gonna be like delicious eating and having fucking booze.
So just like
Last weekend,
like
maybe having some
chill
fucking,
time with the fam.
yeah, like, well, then it's just kind of like sometimes it gets a little bit wild. We go into the fucking pool room and there's moonshine and I get fucked up and then I fall off the swing and fuck, you can't see it now. You can kind of see those marks. Like, I fell off the fucking swing and fucked myself up. But guess what? I don't really remember that because I was that fucked up on moonshine. And then I put my feet in the pool and had a moment with myself. I might have cried my eyes out, but that's no one's fucking business. And it was a great time.
It was cathartic.
Charlie
Right?
had her feet in the pool, and somebody's like, "Charlie, how you doing?" She's like, "Dad, you're my bitch lover."
Pretty much. But I can do that. Like, you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, you can, like, there's no fucking neighbors to hear you're like.
You can just go scream at the sky.
Yes. But that's what I want for my future. Like, I want land to where I can be myself, completely fucking just titties to the sun and just be. That's
Bill,
the
there's
best.
a new shirt for you.
Like, you can always travel, you can always
sun.
go places. Those places aren't fucking going anywhere. But what you can't always do is just fucking titties to the sun with no one fucking seeing you, surrounded by nature. There's fucking deer or turkey eating fucking corn you threw out, and they don't give a shit. Your fucking animals are just fucking chilling, not sequestered in a fucking yard. Like,
Freddy's just decimating a small animal population out there.
that mother, I am his warden, and he is my prisoner. So he did, like, I'm talking like dogs that know the boundaries.
Okay.
Cats don't understand that shit. So he would be on a leash or something like that. Like, he doesn't get free reign.
Mine would be a little different, and it's gonna sound terrible, but like a weekend, A, without the kids, and B, that I can just do whatever the fuck I want to do. If I want to go play golf, I can go play golf. I don't have to worry about like finishing a base map, or doing this, or going to a hockey game or soccer. Like, just like a weekend where I can just like, if I want to do something, I'll do it. But if I want to play Xbox all day, I'll just play fucking Xbox all day. You know?
But dude, that's the thing. Like, you have a couple of years, like 5, 10, at the max 10 years, but it's gonna be way before that your kids aren't gonna need you and aren't gonna give a fuck about you. So it's
I do feel a little guilty.
You're like in the finish line right now.
I know. I feel a little guilty about that answer.
I mean, you're in the thick of it, at the same time, it's like, oh,
the sun is shining through.
Oh, I know. Trust me, like, Charlie, you know this one, but yesterday we got a phone call from the principal's office. I'm guessing he heard it from YouTube.
July, boom. July.
My oldest, who's in 3rd grade, I don't know what they were doing. They were playing some kind of game, like guessing game. Like, guess my name, like guess the name. And my kid wrote down Nick Gurr.
Okay, I didn't say this, but I had heard about a story of a kid in junior high sitting at his desk repeating the N-word over and over and over. And one of like the older, like an old teacher had heard and was like, "Excuse me?" And then he was like, I just putting this N-word like me to work. Like 7th grade. And I was like, hard R? Apparently, yeah. So it's like,
These kids are cooked.
these kids are like,
they're out of
there's
control.
something else, man. So there's like, I think it's the pendulum swinging backwards, and it's just like, these kids are not going to the status quo. They
But
are
yeah,
just
he
like
wrote like Nick
something else.
Gurr, and it's like the kids like said it, and the teacher's like immediately was like, told my kid like principal's office now. It doesn't help that my wife got the phone call from the principal who was black, and have to explain that one. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
At the same time, it just seems just like the kid needs to go to the principal, and the principal can have a conversation with the kid.
I mean, so anyways, he came home and I broke one of his fingers with a ballpoint hammer. He learned his lesson, and
Meh.
All right, next one. What do you think your last words will be?
Thank God.
Yeah. Mine will
I
probably
think
be like,
my last word's gonna be the name your son wrote down.
Fine. Mine will probably be,
Might
thank
be.
God, finally.
Mine will probably be like, hey bro, she told me she
Take
was.
me, Jesus.
Hey bro, she told me
Sorry.
she wasn't married. Yeah.
No, mine's gonna be, what are you gonna do? Shoot me, pussy?
Probably. I explained this on a couple episodes ago. Like when people do like come at like try to threaten me, I don't respond well in a very very bad way. It probably will be like, fuck you, shoot me. Probably be my last words.
Bill's last words to his wife.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Stab me, bitch?
As long as I die, I don't care. I haven't said that to like my 77-year-old uncle today. He's got pretty advanced diabetes. Where he literally can't, like, he's fucking blind. He can't feel his hands. Can't feel his feet. Like, can't feel shit.
Well, that's because they're not there. They
fucking...
had to amputate those. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, like they're still there, but
hey, that's when it becomes a stranger.
He can't. Well, like he can't grasp anything.
Oh.
He was like fucking 6'4", like crazy tall, like this huge man my whole life. And he was like, "Well, how you been doing?" I'm like, "I've been all right, day by day." And I was like, "How are you?" And he was like, "Same way, day by day." And I was like, "Right, till the good Lord takes us home." Which one's gonna be, motherfucker?
Oh God!
Probably you before me, and I'm gonna be fucking jealous.
I'm really sorry to even have this thought, but I want your opinion.
Charlie's becoming an old Southern grandma.
What if you said like, "Oh, till the good Lord takes us home"? Charlie, what if he was just like, "There is no God," and then just.
No, we're not.
Sorry, I have really dark thoughts sometimes. I just have to share them.
I also told my dad when he told me he couldn't have chemo anymore because his cancer was too progressed, that I was jealous of him, that he was getting to die.
Hey, come on, Charlie, you got a lot to live for.
And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "You heard me, old man.
Charlie, you have plenty to live for. You have great tits and good makeup sense. You should do a makeup channel."
I would rather be dead, Bill.
Oh, come on.
Death sounds great. Do I actively want to die in a horrible car accident? No, I don't. Do I actively want to take my life? No, I don't. Dying peacefully in my sleep, does that sound great? It actually fucking does. Everyone will miss me.
Either no matter when it is, if it's your time, if it's in your sleep, that's the best way to go, right? All right, next one.
Right.
Right, we're gonna move on to the next one.
Good idea.
We're getting down a deep, depressing rabbit hole.
Too far.
Nobody wants to
Too
hear-
far.
It's getting
Right.
too real.
This
Too
is-
real. Too
okay,
real. Back
so-
up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
This is gonna be a
This
good
is
one.
a fucking therapy channel, damn it.
This will be a good one to bounce back off of, though. Would you rather burp glitter or fart confetti?
Fart confetti.
Oh, I'd burp glitter.
I think
mean,
the farting is more offensive. Though, 'cause, like,
Burping glitter would be far more glamorous if you were like if I was gay. But
I would burp glitter and then blow it onto people. Blip. Because you can't do that with the fart. You can't blow after
Yeah,
a
then you
fart.
just
You can't throw it like
by
that.
the end of the, like I eat so much spicy food. By the end of the day, my boxer briefs are just full of fucking confetti. You know. But burping glitter, like that's like I don't know. That's almost like a Harry Potter thing. Like, they just blow it on people. I'd walk around just drinking
I feel like you
McDonald's.
burp less than you fart too, but
That's true.
it just
That
depends
is
on your
true.
digestion.
But if I could burp glitter, I would only drink like McDonald's Sprite all the time, just so I'm just walking around like my own parade. You know, because
or you could just have my stomach condition and just.
I don't know if
randomly.
anybody's noticed this, but I'm a narcissist and I love myself to where if I could have glitter following me wherever I go, it'd be fantastic. Look at me. Glitter.
I mean, to be fair, Bill, if you were a stripper, then you could have that.
Oh, this is true.
Body glitter.
Male strippers don't make a lot of money. And from what I hear, it's a far seedier business than being a female stripper. So,
You're more likely to
Be
prostitute.
more prostitution.
yeah.
than male.
And though,
But like a lot more like gay prostitution than anything
yeah,
else.
I feel like male strippers is like a lot of like gay for pay kind of thing. You know? So,
Yeah, more than females, I would think.
I would think. But, alright. What's the strangest thing you've ever found in your pocket? Huh.
Not my
Okay.
pocket, but the weirdest thing I've ever found was one time in my truck. After I had deep cleaned it, I went back and looked for something under the seat, and there was a Kennedy silver dollar with my birth year on it. That was fucking creepy.
That's weird. Kind of a weird omen. But the strangest thing, I have woken up, not the Hard AF party, different time I was in Austin, Texas. I woke up with car keys in my jean pockets the next morning that were not my rental car keys. They were just car keys. So I'm guessing I probably was like, dude, you don't need to drive. You don't need to drive, give me your keys. I don't even know who I was talking to, don't know whose keys they were. Nobody ever asked for them back. So when I got to the airport, I just chucked them in the trash. It was for,
Wow.
it was for a Nissan, so sorry if that was your car. But
I don't know what mine would be. A condom
you're
wrapper?
about to say used condom.
No, not that, but like the wrapper
The wrapper
with my underwear.
with your underwear in your pocket.
Yeah. I shouldn't have said that online.
That's fine. We've all been there, Charlie.
To live
Everybody's like, I'm an
forever.
open book. I've already told everybody my hard AF experience where I woke up in my Airbnb with my pants on but no underwear. So, like,
Yeah, that's not the same thing at all.
Okay, fair. I'm not gonna.
I mean,
argue.
this has been something that's happened to me like over 10 years ago, but still, it's just
Oh,
like.
I thought you were about to say this is something that's happened to you 10 times. I was like, maybe you need to make some changes in your life, Charlie.
Long time ago,
Long
there
time
was
ago.
a lot of alcohol involved, and I never should have been in that situation.
Yeah, that'd be a rough. I can see that'd be a rough one to wake up to.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I can honestly say I've never had. Well, I guess I can't honestly say, but I've never had a sexual experience that I don't remember. At least the smallest amount. I mean, there's been times where
I'm
it's
not
been.
saying I don't remember it, but I'm just saying I
Well,
don't necessarily want to remember it.
don't want to remember it. Yeah, fair enough. All right, next one. You're
Twas
stranded.
a bad night for old Char.
All right, so we're getting into the kind of the old school question here. I haven't read the whole thing, but I read the first couple of words. So you're stranded on a desert island and you're stuck with one album. What would it be?
One album? Could it be one that I made, like, I burned myself?
It does say at the I skipped this part, but it does say this includes compilation albums as well.
Band Warped Tour 2012.
Okay. I think Charlie, though, to your question, I think it has to be an officially released album. It can be a compilation album of different bands.
Goodness. I don't
You
fucking.
know, I went compilation.
Yeah, you went Warped Tour, right? Jake?
Yeah,
I'm
Warped Tour 2012.
Okay.
Fuck. I might say Slipknot Subliminal Verses just because that was like a staple in my upbringing, and it has not necessarily everything, but it has like ballads and it has the rock, and I'm a big rock fan.
Fair.
But
Fair, good balance.
that's fucking like the only thing you could ever listen to again. Like, that's hard. That's a hard fucking question to come up with
It's a
off
good
of
one.
that.
Yeah.
Subliminal Verses.
I'm echoing now for some reason, but mine would be, and I didn't discover this album until after I saw them open for. Why am I echoing so bad? It's throwing me off now. After I saw Paramore open for Taylor Swift, like I know like their hits, right? But my brother is who I was there with is a huge music guy, and he told me like, oh, listen to the album of Paramore called After Laughter, and it's what
Yeah, that one's fucking good.
like Hard Times came off of that one. Hard Times. Listen to that whole like I probably listened to that album start to finish at least once a week. Like if I'm screen printing or something, like just something that I just want to throw something on and not worry about it, I throw on After Laughter. It's a fucking incredible album. Now, granted, if I'm stuck on a desert island, do I want to listen to the same thing over and over? I don't know, but that's just my immediate thought would be
I
After
changed my
Laughter.
answer.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. A compilation of all the WWE entrance themes.
Shut the fuck up.
Jake's just naked and bearded. Like
One of my new ringtones, it's the thing I wake up to, is Shawn Michaels' Heartbreak.
Do you think I'm cute? Do you know I'm sexy?
Oh, sexy.
I love that his whole gimmick is that he was a nail stripper.
So I was at Victoria's Secret around, it was before Valentine's Day, and they had like wristbands for purses and whatnot, and it said Heartbreaker, and I was like,
Oh.
do I need to get that for the Heartbreak Kid? Because it reminds me of that. And would I take this? Like, if I was supposed to go to WWE Raw in San Antonio, where he was going to be at because he lives there. It didn't get to happen, but $20 for a stupid ass fucking wristband that says Heartbreaker on it, like, yeah. And anytime I use it, I'll fucking play that song. You think I'm cute? You know I'm sexy. I got the moves that drives girls wild. I'm like, oh my god, I fucking love it so much.
So much. All right. Next one.
Like, was he an asshole? Yes. Is he my favorite? Maybe.
Was he actually running around kicking people in the face? Yes, he was.
Like, was he a fucking dick? But was he
Alright.
the number one dick? Yeah.
All right. Guesstimation on the longest length of poop that ever came out of you. 2 feet.
That's fucking weird question. What's wrong with the person?
My answer is 2 feet.
What's wrong with our listeners? Yeah, we got this. That's a very good question.
Did you expect? I was expecting like Charlie, like what's the? I'm not even gonna put that in your head.
Man,
But like,
I don't fucking know. Like,
I
I would say toilets are pretty limiting, so probably along with Bill, yeah, 2 feet.
I've had ones that like
2 feet's a
I've
lot.
had some brimmers. Had some brimmers in my time. You know what that is, Charlie, where it comes to the brim of the toilet?
I don't know how to even answer this.
That's a Titanic, Bill.
I mean,
but like every toilet has a different water level, so it's just like it's not always the same. So this is a very hard thing to calculate already. I'm just all about the logistics here, and I'm like this is not working for me because like everything's different.
Alright.
Like public toilets compared to private toilets, and even private toilets home to home differ.
So Charlie chooses not to answer. All right, next one.
Charlie first.
Your favorite Nintendo 64 game. There's only
Not,
Sorry, actually, there's 2 answers to this that are acceptable. I'm going to listen to yours first. Jake, I don't know if you've ever seen a Nintendo 64.
I've never played an N64.
Charlie, what do you got?
I was gonna say, am I gonna kill myself now, Jake? I literally have two. I have 2 in my living room. I've even thought about playing, but my number 1 is GoldenEye. My number 2 is Banjo and Kazooie.
No! Oh, you had to go.
That was my shit. Number 3, Mario 64.
No! No, it's gotta be GoldenEye and Ocarina of Time.
We did not have Zelda growing up. That was not our shit, so.
Okay, in my defense, it's not because I'm really young. It's because my uncle did not have an N64. He had a PS1, so that's what got me. That's what I played. I was playing like Duck Hunter.
Fair enough.
Wave Race and Yoshi Story.
Wave Race. But yeah, mine would be real, like my favorite. It'd be a toss-up. GoldenEye, because like Friday night sleepovers with the boys, you're playing GoldenEye.
Plus a decent like multiplayer too.
If it's just me playing it, it's gotta be Zelda Ocarina of Time. It was like the first real open world video game I ever played.
And yeah, like that was not one we ever did. Cause like, I mean, my parents did try to get things that it was like multiplayer because they had 30 kids other than Mario. So I still have our original Mario, and we only made the 120 stars one time.
Oh yeah.
And I still have that like on our shit. So like I'll play whatever, but like I still have the 120 stars. And then Banjo and Kazooie was my personal shit. Like we used to rent that from the video store.
Yeah.
And I loved it so much. And I finally got to buy it and play it myself. And I finished it one time, but like I'm dog shit at video games. And but depending, but like GoldenEye, like I'll fuck some people up on GoldenEye. To be fair,
it sounds like the correct answer in reality between the two of us, Charlie, is GoldenEye is the number 1 game. Yeah.
Right. Like a couple of people have been like, "Oh, I can can play that. And I'm like, can
Oh,
you? But it's
can
just
you?
like, you didn't grow up with sisters who also like found you and cornered you
Oh yeah.
at the same time and like killed you. Like, so it's like, I go back to that little girl like being hunted down by two different people. So it's like, it's just me and someone
Have you
else.
ever seen the video? It's like all over
I
like
will-
Instagram and TikTok, where it's like when I'm about to tell my kids what time it is. And it's like this black dude. He's like standing up. It's like they have like this super massive TV over their fireplace, and that golden eye, that shing comes on. He's like, "Ooh, you about to learn today, son.
Like, whether
You
it's
about to learn
slappers only,
today,
like
son." Oh, slappers only.
I don't always do the golden gun because like that's too
Oh,
easy. It's like
golden gun
slappers
is-
only,
Yeah.
knives only is fun, or
Yeah.
like assault weapons, like that's okay. But it's like we're never gonna do golden gun only because that's too fucking easy unless
need to
you
figure
have
out-
max amount of people.
We need to figure because I know they re-released GoldenEye on the Xbox. We need to have like a Nooners GoldenEye tournament.
Is it on Game Pass?
I think it's on Game Pass. So, all right,
Me and you, Bill.
let's go. Best concert y'all have ever been to?
Oh shit!
I know mine. I'll tell mine while you think of it. And I've told this story before on the show that like my best friend's girlfriend at the time, they're married now. This was years ago. Won tickets to an all acoustic and it's country, so some people might not get it, but it was Eric Church, Lee Bryce, and Jason Aldean. But it was at like a country like kind of nightclub, and they only let 100 people in. You had to win tickets to get into it. And I guess what made it so cool for me was like it was so personable with them. And I like at one point in the night, like I was at the bar, like having a drink with Eric Church and just talking to him. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a break now, like go get a drink real quick." And like I happened to be at a bar, like at the bar getting a drink. He just like sat down next to me. I was like, "Oh, like how are you enjoying the night and stuff?" Like, so the experience was really cool. At the time, I was really big into country music. So like it was awesome. So like I guess my best experience at a concert was that. I don't even know if you would consider that a concert, though. If it's like 100 people. So I guess other than that, my best experience at a concert was I lost my virginity at a Creed concert in a porta potty. That was pretty dope. So
I would say mine might be ACL 2019 because I got to see so many rad fucking artists. But in 2013 in February, I got to see Papa Roach and Stone Sour. But when Stone Sour came out, I was right. I just happened to like move away from my friends and be right at the entrance of Corey Taylor. And I was like, holy fucking shit, he's short as fuck.
he is a very
I
short
got
person. I met him in
have-
person. He is a very short person.
Yeah, he's not tall at all.
It's like
But
my height.
I got to have
he's
an
about your height,
amazing
Not saying
view
you're
of
super
them
short.
other than like spot on. I was on the side, like in the back. But there was a point he came back there and was singing to us, and I swear like I was at the front and he saw my phone. I swear he was like singing straight to my phone. And I was like,
Yeah.
this is one of the coolest things in the world. I've been a Slipknot fan forever. His other band is amazing. This is amazing. And like he started singing Bother, but it was like all the other band members were off stage and it was
Okay.
just him.
Okay.
And we started, like, the crowd started singing louder than he did.
Oh yeah.
And, like, he just got overcome with us singing back to him, and, like, he got emotional. And it was beautiful, of something like a song that he had made years ago. And it was a small venue, like you were talking about, Bill. Like, it maybe 150 people, maybe 200, if even that. But when people get big enough, like, they don't want like the huge arenas. They want the intimate stuff, and
Yeah,
that's kind of
yeah.
where they were at. Like, they want the more intimate
Oh, yeah.
settings where they can really connect with the people. And during that song, I could tell he really connected and, like, truly got emotional about us
Yeah.
singing his song to him. And it was a really beautiful moment.
Yeah. I can
That
see
sounds
that.
like it.
So
I will
that
say,
lives in my mind.
like I said earlier, well, I will say concert-wise, not that I was into the music very much, it was a really cool experience to be in, was seeing Taylor Swift on the Era Tours in Wales. It was like 80,000 people. That was pretty wild.
And you had some fucking crazy.
We were like 25 feet from the stage. It was nuts.
Yeah, like y'all
But
y'all
to
got
your
there at
point
the
about
right
people
time.
singing back, Paramore opened for them, and she did was it Only Exception, the kind of like ballady song. And to your point, like every like 80,000 people are singing this song back to Hayley Williams, who, by the way, Hayley Williams is fucking awesome. And even she was like, I'm sure she's done it so many times. They probably have the same set list every night, everywhere she goes, but like,
I feel like they change it up every
they
now
might,
and
who
then.
knows? But like, that
Because I think it was Tool that got in trouble for not changing their set list for the next night. Like, people are literally
recently,
suing
wasn't
them.
it Tool that just played the same like 6 songs like 3 times in a row as their set list?
I thought it was just 2 times, and like
Yeah, it was
people
just 2 nights.
Oh, 2 nights, yeah. But yeah, it was really like that was a wild experience to hear an entire crowd with their like they all had like their cell phone flashlights on, you know, like 80,000 people singing back to Hayley Williams. That was pretty dope. Jake, did you answer? I don't think you have yet, right?
No, I haven't answered yet. See, there's a tear for me with like 3 different shows.
Okay.
Because one of them was that one I went to a couple years ago in October with my little cousins, where Fallen in Reverse opened for Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay.
And that one was awesome because I've fucking loved Fallen in Reverse since they released their first album. And I remember me and my little cousin, I first got him into heavy music with Avenged Sevenfold, so it was kind of like a cathartic. Me and my little cousin, who grew up like my little brother, is there at the concert together with fucking pit tickets. So that was a whole thing. And then I saw Pierce the Veil right before they blew up, and Memphis May Fire opened. And at one point, Pierce the Veil released Confetti during their set, and just the fucking vibe of that with the song they were playing is just something that's burned into my head.
Okay.
And then another one
I have no
was
idea
I saw
about
Ghost
anybody you're talking
right before
about.
they blew up.
Okay.
Ghost was fucking amazing live.
Oh my god. I saw them with Papa 2 and Papa 3, and oh my god, those shows were fucking amazing.
I just know I saw them in 2018, so I don't keep up with the Papa versions. But he was fuck, I don't even remember which one.
I saw them in like 2014 and or 2013 and 2015.
Oh no, so yeah, so this is 2018. So this was like Rats.
Oh, it was this guy.
With like the hat. Like, no, it was the one after that one, where he was a little bit more suave.
He just became, or when he became the Papa instead of the Cardinal.
That's what it was. It was Papa.
Yeah, because now they just went on to Papa 5, and it's just him wearing a fucking metal skull mask with his face painted.
Which I get it. Like
Oh, yeah,
seeing
no,
him
fuck
live
that.
as Papa, I'm like, how the fuck does he do this? And then there was a guy in the crowd. So I got my tickets for me and my best friend. And then one of my coworkers was there and he was closer. And there were 2 spots behind him that were vacant. So we moved closer on the other side. The guys next to us were like, this is totally fine. Y'all can stay here. And I was like, thank you. But this dude on like the next aisle was irately drunk. And so like Tobias would go kind of on a rant, like talking to the crowd and like not singing, but it's like a
Yeah,
whole
doing his crowd work.
yes, exactly. He was like doing crowd work like a comedian. And this guy was like, fucking sing, like we don't care, like shut the fuck up. And I was getting pissed. And then apparently, and like there was these 2 girls that were together in front of them, and he started fucking with those girls, and I was like, this motherfucker's already like pissing me off, and now he's starting to fuck with women in front of him. I'm fucking done. So I walked out of my aisle and went to security, even though like I could have gotten in trouble because I was in a place I wasn't supposed to be, and I was like, this motherfucker just laid hands on women. He's been yelling and screaming the whole time, disrupting everyone. And I got that stupid bitch kicked out. And I'm like, I don't give 2 shits. Fuck you. You're a fucking bitch. You don't belong here. I told those girls, I was like, I saw that he messed with y'all and y'all were yelling at him, and I had fucking enough. Like, I was not going to let him. And he was with friends, and his friends weren't even stopping him. And I was like, I don't give a shit.
See, you
They,
saw Ghost when they'd already transitioned to just having floor seats for all their shows.
yeah, like they went to Midland, and there are people in Midland who were like protesting them, like they're Satanists. They're bringing Satanists to
Right.
our city.
Well,
It's
I
just
hate to have to
like,
cut this off, but
they're not.
there's tornado sirens going off, and I just got an alert that a tornado just touched down, probably about a quarter mile from my house. So I gotta go
Oh shit.
figure that shit out.
You're in your
So
basement. You're fine.
I know, but I gotta get the kids ready.
You
to
still
go.
have internet and power. You're
I
fine.
know. Well, it's breaking up a little bit. You've frozen on our end. So, anyways, sorry guys if we didn't get to your answer. I'm so sorry, but I gotta go. I can get my kids outside. They're freaking out. So,
All right, be
love you
safe, Bill.
guys. Like and follow on YouTube, subscribe, whatever. 5-star reviews on iTunes and Spotify. Love you guys. It's been a fun night. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'll give everybody an update. But love you guys. Nooner Nation. Good night.